Welcome to another episode of Soul Worthy Love, where we explore that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. Today, I have the pleasure of having Dana again, Dana Giroux. I love saying her name, it's French. And today we're going to explore the idea of what really is happening when you dread going back home, being with your partner. What's that telling you about the relationship? So you've had that experience. Mm-hmm. You want to talk about that, but also how to use this to our benefit.
Well, when I started dreading going to my partner, it was a wake-up call. And all I could describe it as something's off. And I was worried. And I wish at that point I had come to see someone like you, because I was feeling disconnected from myself and couldn't pinpoint it. And the desire not to be with my partner or to connect with them and kind of dreading going home or being around him is a red flag. And now I know that there was a lot of work to do for my personal growth. And yeah, it was a big wake-up call.
What you said that I liked, you said like, I was not connected with myself and I did not know. And I find like almost, that was my journey as well. It's like, we're like a heat-seeking missile, trying to find happiness, and we're looking and looking and looking, and we're looking for the outside. And you know where that comes from? That comes from because when we were born, right from the get-go, you have to look out for love to come to you. And if it doesn't come out to you, you're gonna die. So we learn to manipulate love to come from the outside towards us. And when the world responds to us in the way we like, we feel, I'm amazing, I'm king or queen of the world, I can have anything I want. But when the world is not reacting to us the way we want, like maybe mom is exhausted and she doesn't hear you cry, and you start creating stories. So we're constantly trying to change ourselves so the world will react to us in the way we want. And finding our self-worth that way. And that does not work. It's so important to know that as long as you don't have intimacy with yourself, meaning like spending time connecting with your heart. And your heart, I can guarantee you, because I work with thousands of people one-on-one, your heart wants you to know two things. The first thing your heart wants you to know is you're worthy of love. And that was part of the work that we did together. Because you were 7 years old when your mom died?
11.
11?
Yeah.
So you were 11 years old when your mom died. So can you see, it's like, if love comes from the outside and all of a sudden that source of love is not there anymore, you create stories. So now you have created a story that something is wrong with you. And because mom will never come back, now you stop asking for what you want, because I want mom. Mm-hmm. She's not coming back. So like, this is one example, but we have countless different stories that we created in our life just like that. Like, when the world is reacting to us the way we like, I can have what I want. If it doesn't, and we're spinning our wheels, and we're trying constantly to try to find our compass. And the compass is not on the outside. Your compass is inside. And you won't be able to be happy in a relationship until you have that connection with your own heart, until you're willing to do the work to let go of any story that something is wrong with you, because I am convinced that your essence is love. It's who you are. You are love. That's your essence. But what happens is, because of those stories, we disconnect from our essence, and then we create emotions. Anxiety, fears, guilt, low self-esteem, despair, hopelessness. All of these things happen when at the core of this wound, this bubble, is the illusion that we are unworthy of love. So the good news is you're worthy of love. The good news is if you do the work, it will go away and you will feel so much better. So that when you go home, like if you're really connected inside with your heart and you know who you are, why you're here, where you're going, if you go with your partner and it feels off, you won't be afraid of facing it. You'll be able to communicate it. And then sometimes we've done the time we were supposed to be with this person. And out of love for each other, it's time to move on because we're not on the same page. It's not good for us anymore. And sometimes it's the opposite. It's like, all right, by communicating, both of us now, we're willing to do something and now we connect again. But you cannot do that work and take that chance of facing what's really going on in the relationship if you don't feel worthy of love, because then it's really scary to face it. So that's why I created a weekend, a sacred moment called Extreme Freedom. And it's 2 days where you get to create intimacy with yourself because you get to know who you are, why you're here, where you're going. Like 99.9% of all the people have no idea of these things. So we keep trying to look for the outside to tell us the answer. And we're so busy, like when you have kids and a career and all the things, going to the gym, all the things we do, like that's why it's important to take time. And I know my Extreme Freedom weekend is really good, but if it's not that, like you need to spend like maybe 2 days in a cabin by yourself and journaling and doing the right exercises so you can spend time with yourself and discover, who am I? Why am I here? Where am I going? So that when you know this, when you have this as a foundation and you go home, and if it feels off with your partner, then you have a place to, contrast it from. And then you can learn and then you can see, it's like, maybe we reached the end of our relationship together, or now we can go more deeply in love. That was kind of your journey, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was... The disconnection was the, it's time to fix this. But it wasn't about fixing the other person. It was about working on myself and understanding myself and figuring out who I was without that person. And then understanding, why I made the decisions I made and why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And it was just going within and then getting the guidance and doing things like the Heart Freedom, the weekend, the Extreme Freedom weekend.
Yeah.
And, the Silent Retreat. There's so many tools to help you reconnect with yourself.
Yeah, you said something that's very important and profound, is that in that place, when you're connected inside, and you know who you are, then you can have the courage of doing what's right for you. When you feel the love that you have, then when you know that you're worthy of love, when you know that you deserve to have it all, and that it's not an addiction anymore. Because if we feel that we are unworthy of love, we cannot even think about letting go of the other person. Mm-hmm. Because they're there, to numb us, to make us feel better. And like it's so petrifying to let go of someone if we feel unworthy of love. It's like it compounds that. That's why if you don't know right now, if you're in a relationship and it feels off, like do the work. Do the work on yourself. Really get to know who you are. Know that you're worthy of love. Let go of any stories to the opposite. And as you do this, you're going to feel that foundation, that safety inside of you, that then will allow you to be able to honestly look at what's going on, not from a place of fear or lack, but from a place of abundance. And from a place of abundance of love within yourself, then you can make the appropriate decision and you can grow in love. Like sometimes I have this couple that came to see me. One of my clients, she was a wedding photographer, and this couple was from Australia. And they came for the wedding, and the woman was ready to leave the relationship. And the wedding photographer told her, like, go see these. So they were on their way to the airport. They came to see me, then they were flying back to Australia. And 1 hour of doing their own inner work, and doing it together with me, they were in love again. So, like, it's not because you're having a hard time in your relationship and you think it's over. That it's actually the truth. Often it's all these fears like just going boom inside of you. And that's the clue. If you're not feeling comfortable, do your inner work. It'll make you a lot happier. Anything else you want to say?
No, do the inner work.
Do the inner work.
Yeah.
Cool. So thank you for being with us and watching another episode of Soul Worthy Love, where we explore that love is safe, and if it's not safe, it's not love. And if you're interested in checking our Extreme Freedom Weekend Retreat, it's coming up soon. Well, we have them on a regular basis. Check on the link and give yourself 2 sacred days to spend with yourself and having intimacy with yourself. Bye for now.